Right, disclaimer time before we start this video. If you're Italian and you're about to watch this, all I can say is I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Please don't declare war on us. Okay, it's not my fault, it's Nigella's fault. So as you can guess by the title and what's written on here, I'm gonna mix this with this, Marmite. I don't know what kind of fever dream Nigella was having when she came up with this, but this is just bonkers. I've got to test it out. I've got to test it out. Is it any good? Because I love Marmite and I love spaghetti, but both of them together? Not so sure. We're going to do a test the chef episode. I haven't done one of these for a while. So Nigella, you're on the block today. We're going to see, is this any good? Does it work? But before we get into it, do the usual thing, like, share and subscribe. So let's crack on with it. Let's go and piss off some Italians.
This is what is wrong with this country.
So how does Nigella's fever dream recipe start? We've got to cook the pasta. And Nigella is right. On the recipe, it says to boil the pasta in plenty of salted water. It's Nigella, she knows what she's talking about. So I'm going to get this on to a nice high heat. And plenty of salt, guys. Now, I see it quite often in videos that people don't use anywhere near enough salt and nowhere near enough water. Okay, plenty of water to cook your pasta, guys. So I'm going to get this water to a boil. Then we'll get the pasta in.
2,000 years later.
Right, so my water is now boiling. In with the spaghetti. If it doesn't fit, don't worry, okay? Just kind of, as it softens, just bend it in. Don't snap it in half. Never ever break spaghetti or any pasta. Now, Nigella says to cook it to packet instructions. I like my pasta a little al dente, so I'm going to probably cook it for about a minute less. So I'm going to say that's probably going to take 9, maybe 10 minutes. Anyway, I'll be right back once that's cooked. Right, so it's been about 10 minutes. This pasta's almost done. Well, it is done, actually. And the recipe does say to keep about half a cup of the pasta water. So, you know, so I'm going to get my ladle. Just ladle some into my little jug thing here. And now I need to get my sieve. Get it drained. Drain the pasta. Now, in reality, you'd make the sauce just before the pasta's finished cooking. I'm not that organised when filming, so I'm doing it this way. So Nigella says to add the butter to a small saucepan. I've got a large saucepan. Don't think it makes much of a difference. About a tablespoon of the pasta water. It's very easy, I'll give her that. And a teaspoon of our wonderful Marmite. I love this stuff. The old saying goes, don't you either love or hate it? And it goes, plop. Get that onto a heat. And she says, just to kind of mix it all together until it's dissolved into a Marmite sludge, I guess. Okay, right, so that is now dissolved. That is all melted down and homogenised together. She says go in with the pasta, which is kind of stuck a bit, but that's because I left it. In we go with the spaghetti. There we are. I'm going to switch off the heat, I think, because I don't want it to cook anymore. And then we just kind of mix it up. And she says add a little bit of the pasta water just to kind of emulsify it together. Which it kind of already has, to be fair. And I don't think it needs any salt because, well, Marmite's salty as it is. And she says serve it with plenty of parmesan cheese. I don't think the recipe says to add it in with the pasta, but I'm going to. Now, purists out there were like, why don't you use freshly grated? The reason being is I got the sort of cheaper pre-grated stuff because this might be garbage. It just might be absolute trash. So I don't want to waste really good fresh parmesan on something that might be terrible. So I'm just gonna use this stuff. Mix it all through. And that's it. That's the recipe. It doesn't look like much, does it? It says just kind of serve it with plenty of parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna go with some more on the top. I mean, that's probably the simplest and easiest thing I've ever made. But anyway, I'm going to go and take the thumbnail, do all the B-roll, all that kind of jazz, and then I'll bring you right back and we'll taste it. Okay, right, I'm going to dish myself some of this up. Let's see what it's like. Let's get some in a bowl. There we go, Nigella's Marmite pasta. Smells like butter, smells like Marmite, smells like cheese. Actually, the Marmite flavour is quite subtle. It's not too strong, which means you can kind of taste the Parmesan cheese, and it gives it like a sort of meaty savouriness. Whoa! So, what do I think? It's tasty. It's nice. Nice quick little supper. It's cheap as chips. Definitely one I think you should try. Give it a go and let me know what you think of it, because I think that's really tasty. Again, if you're one of those people that hate Marmite, you're not going to like this at all. Here's what I also think, okay? Nigella's made this recipe. She's come up with this. Why?
Why?
Right, Nigella's come up with this recipe. She's not for 1 second claimed that this is authentic Italian food. We all know it's not, all right? There's a difference in claiming something's authentic between something you've just made up. She's taken some ingredients, put them together, and made a whole new dish. And that is fine, okay? Now, if I'd have turned around and said, right, this is my version of a carbonara, I'd be in big trouble. All the nonnas of Italy would be coming after me for flipping knives and pitchforks, and rightly so. Vincenzo would tear me apart, and rightly so. Now, you may have heard of a channel called Vincenzo's Plate. I'm subscribed to him, he's subscribed to me, and he does a lot of reaction videos on Italian food. So if you're watching Vincenzo, if you haven't done so already, I'd like to see you give this a go, see what you think of it. If you are watching, I'm sure you'd have had a meltdown in the first 5 seconds. But give it a go, see what you think of it. I'd like to know your thoughts as well. And likewise to everybody watching, give it a go, see what you think. Or have you made this before? Have you got any tweaks, little twists that you add to it? Let me know in the comments below. So there we have it. I'm done, I've finished. We've done Nigella's Marmite spaghetti. Now before I bugger off, please do the usual thing. Drop a like on it, share it, tweet it to your friends, your family, your arch nemesis. And don't forget to subscribe as well. When you do subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload a video. Anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you. I'm gonna go off and finish the rest of this. And I'll see your gorgeous faces in the next video. I don't know why I say that. It's just a habit I picked up, because I don't see your faces, you see mine. So it makes no sense. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.